Hello again folks, back for another video with the Nottingham Forest season here that we've got going, the third season, so things are coming along pretty well. Got a seriously good lead in the league, 15 points clear of Chelsea here, fair bit ahead of Man United. They've got a couple of games in hand but we're just about to play them, so it's heating up nicely and it's looking good. Although we have got three of our best players here involved in the African Cup of Nations, Jeremy, Arunco and Said, so not so great when that comes around for these guys, but they have been really good for me, so can't complain, and I picked them up pretty cheaply. So been on a good run of games in the league here since we last filmed this one, videoed this one. So left off with the Chelsea game there. Actually went out of the League Cup to Leicester in the quarterfinals, but basically won every game in the league running up here, through in the FA Cup, and just seem to keep winning every game here in the league, so good run. We've got Man United away, so technically the hardest game of the year. Then we've got back-to-back games against Milan with Birmingham in the FA Cup sandwiched in there as well, so we'll see how we get on with these. Got some cracking free transfers coming in. Cruz from Ajax here, good young midfielder. Ventila, Tamudo, Ibrahimovic, three good strikers, so I'll probably sell a few strikers in the summer. Mexes, this guy Oliveira, good left wing, so he'll be competition for Hersey. Neil Miller from Liverpool, good young striker. A couple of centre backs here coming in because I've sold Vreed because he was just sitting on the bench there at 31. So a few defenders coming in for next year. So Vreed went to West Ham. 31, wasn't getting a game anymore, so time to sell him, and I've just brought this guy in from Leeds as a kind of backup defender for now. So still pretty happy with the squad depth there, and we'll pop no, we won't pop Caviedes back in there because he's still not fully fit. But yeah, we're pretty much ready to go here for Man United away. See how we got on here. Technically it's a game that we could lose, to be fair, but obviously hoping that we don't. Yeah, so I'm hoping that the African players been away because they are basically two of my three best defenders. I'm hoping that they don't get too far in that competition. That's always something that will come around, obviously every few years. So it's worthwhile not overloading yourself with African players. I mean, I've only got three, but all three of them are top ones, so you wouldn't want to have like 7 or 8 involved. Yeah, looking not bad conditioning wise here. And this Shane Sheriff guy, he's pretty versatile as well, can play in the midfield, so I was happy enough to bring him in. I got him for like 600,000 because he was running out of contract, so not a bad bit of business there. And Angel Lewis went to Betis as well. So money was starting to drip out a little bit. So good news is with players coming in the summer, I can sell off a few, raise some funds, and then hopefully ask for another ground development. But yeah, really good win here, considering the defence is not the first choice ones. And looks like we're going to be in a good spot with like just 11 games left in the league. But these are massive games back to back against Milan coming up here. Still going to be without those 3 players though. Yeah, so see, yeah, Kavieris is still got a knock, but I mean, Defio's coming in and seems to be doing a good job ratings wise. So glad I brought him in for a bit of extra cover. So it's the big one, Nottingham Forest versus Milan. So this back-to-back against these guys is going to tell us a lot about our chances of getting through to the last 8. There'll be no quadruple though, as Leicester knocked us out on penalties actually after extra time. So I've been really happy with Klompy coming in for Vrida. He's actually been better. I've also swapped goalkeepers around as well. So I was a bit concerned with the goals getting leaked in, and this guy Serini has been getting better ratings than Esteban was. So that was the right move as well. Klompy's filling in as captain while the African players are playing in the African nations. So yeah, hopefully we can see this one out here, because this will be a big 3 points. Looks like Anderlecht are whipping boys here. They've lost 3 out of 3. So yeah, good to get the win here because, well, maybe I speak too soon, but it will be good to get the win here, hopefully, because you don't want to be looking for anything really over in Italy. Yeah, some good players there. Filippo Inzaghi, Shevchenko, strike force, so they'll be one of the better. You can see like the wages and stuff are like that next level up from what we can offer at the moment. But yeah, happy with that one. Solid rating for the keeper again as well. And Zagara seems to be doing well since I've brought him in, because yeah, he's got good ratings there. So I might keep him in for McCann when Jeremy comes back actually. And then we've got Birmingham here in the FA Cup, and then Milan away. So hopefully I can just keep this video rolling to see if we get qualification through to the quarterfinals, and then I'll just come back with videos for the European games basically. And that's Kavieris ready to go in, but it looks like Devio's maybe worthwhile giving a run just now. So we'll stick with him. Hopefully can get through to the quarters of the FA Cup as well. Still being 3 tournaments, which is good. Kind of feels like a bit of a fluke to get the treble last year, so and McCann a bit of a rest there. Yeah, not too fussed about coming out the League Cup, because the fixtures have really started to build up there. especially the two-leg semi-final that you get in that one. And you can't win them all, so yeah, Nikiforenko's numbers are just looking insane now. Value really going up there. So yeah, another solid win there. Looks like the form's right, just at the right time here. So I might bring Cavadas back in for the next game. He's been solid for me. He's been a bit unlucky with injuries there. We're still waiting on the African tournament winding up. I'm probably going to be in a position where I can sell all of my strikers in the summer potentially, because I have got like 3 or 4 coming in, and that'll be good for raising a bit of money. So here we are, away to the San Siro. Anything for this game would be a bonus, I would say. Definitely not a game you'd want to bank on needing points from. Yeah, Shevchenko, one of the main men there. Ended up going to Chelsea and being a bit of a flop, but yeah, you can see he's like in the 20 million bracket, which is a fair bit above what I have. But Abreu over the 10 million mark now, so the values do go up when you're doing well in the Champions League. Ex-Rangers player there in Reno Gattuso, he'll be another one worth a few bob. Thought he'd be worth more than that, to be fair, but so yeah, it's going to be a bit of a scrappy one this, by the looks of it. Well, basically, even if we lose here, which is looking certainly possible, although McCann's got the equaliser there. But yeah, even if we lose this game, a win against PSG would be enough to do it. Maybe make a few changes, see if we can sneak one here. Although I don't really want to bring in the defenders I've got. We'll try a little young Eldar here. So yeah, losing a close game to Milan away, but to be expected. Can't really say that's a bad result. Never good to get a loss, but fair play. So it's going to be a couple of league games here. Liverpool, Blackburn at home, and then we've got the last 2 Champions League games. And then should wrap this video up, I think. So we're in a pretty good spot, 'cause you've got to imagine that we'll win at least one of those 2 last games in the Champions League. And I'm not really concerned about the league situation. Pretty solid there. Man United just taking a defeat from Leicester. Oh, looking a little bit light on defensive numbers here though. So not really got many options for captain. A 21-year-old Hairs here, do we go? Yeah, we'll go with the goalkeeper here for this one. So this could be a bit of a tough game because, I mean, the defence is not the one I'd want, to be fair, but that's what your squad players are for. You're going to have to bring them in at some point, so hopefully they can hold it together. Yeah, and you can see they're like starting to pick up. Their stamina's drifting a bit because there's quite a few games concentrated into this month. To be fair, if we can hold on for a draw here, I'd be happy enough with that, the way the defence is. Oh, their pre-cut pops up, so two young Swedish players doing the business for me there, and London's having a great season again, so he's pretty much nailed on there. And it's looking like a good win, actually. Yeah, so what's that, 18 points in the league now, that's just coasting it. That's going to be over before too long. So yeah, it looks like it'll be back-to-back Premier League wins, which is great. That's like, basically is back to the glory days, which is what they did back in the 80s there. Or was it even the 70s? Yeah. 1978 it was. And it wasn't back-to-back, it was a single, so it was back-to-back Europeans that they won. So we've got Blackburn next in the league. Should be pretty straightforward, hopefully. We've got Saeed and Klompy back, so the defence will be a bit more solid there. Nigeria still, and Nigeria and Cameroon must still be in the tournament then. So yeah, getting to the the business end of the season here, but will still be quite a few games to go if we do get through this group in the Champions League. And we've got Everton there in the FA Cup quarter-final as well. So yeah, it's probably going to go over the 20 minutes again this one, guys, but because I've not been doing as many videos, hopefully you're still not getting too bored watching these. So there's Jeremy back as well, and yeah, so we're full strength defence again, which is great. Get Klompy in there, and then Neil on the bench. Might be the right time to sell Williams in the summer, actually, the way things are going with him. Although, like I've said, he's really versatile, so good one to maybe just keep hold of. Yeah, just checking that I changed my captain back. So yeah, league form is just phenomenal at the right time here. There's only 9 games left there and almost a 20-point lead, so yeah, comfortable. And I'm may as well make a few changes here. With the lead we've got there, no point getting suspensions if it can be avoided. So yeah, another good win in the league. That's a few on the trot, definitely. So yeah, PSG at home, and this will be pretty much to determine if we go through or not. Then it'll come down to, you know, can we pip Milan to the first spot, sorry, and get the better draw. But you never quite know if it is the better draw when you get to the last 8 with this. But you know, if you can get to the last 8, you should be able to at least be competitive with most of the teams. So here we go, PSG at home. We drew with them over in France, so hopefully get it done here. Big goal for Hershey there. And the main man pops up. So yeah, this will basically, we'll qualify here and we'll have it in our own hands kind of thing. If we can beat Anderlecht in the final game, then we'll top the group. Provided that this stays as it is. Anelka popping up with a goal there, so could be a bit of a nervy finish. Draw wouldn't even be a disaster, to be fair. But you want to get over the line. And there we are. So that's us qualified for the last 8 of the Champions League. Good stuff. So yeah, everything's coming along nicely there. What we'll do is we'll just see how we get on with this quarter final against Everton. In fact, may as well play these 2 games and then we'll see what the draw is as well. Just over the 20-minute mark at the moment. And I think we'll try this Zagara for an actual run in the team now, because he was good when he came in there. So yeah, see if we can keep an even more historical treble alive this time. Well, it's looking like a steamroller here. So we've got Arsenal, Liverpool, Middlesbrough going through by the looks of it. Couple of goals conceded, but you don't really like to see, but still it's a strong lead. There we are, so through to the semi-final quite handily. Hopefully get Middlesbrough in the semi-final draw, but that was going to be an easy game in the semis. But yeah, even players getting 10 out of 10s in that game, so really good form. Like I said there, really good form right when you need it. No injuries. Players that have came in have been reliable, so shaping up pretty well here. And then we'll just play through this Anderlecht game just to see how the Champions League group finishes up. Don't need to make any changes there. And it is Middlesbrough in the semi-final, so good draw there as well. Definitely want to avoid Roma once we get through here, I should say. In the quarterfinals, Roma just seems to be the game just loves Roma for some reason. But it looks like we might take a little defeat here. But we'll still finish second, so wouldn't worry too much about that. Might even end up that you get a better draw finishing second, you never know. Well, that one was kind of out of left field there. Not really any player to blame, to be fair, on the ratings there. And we'll see what the draw brings us. Bayern Munich. So yeah, we've got Bayern Munich there. It's going to be a tough game. Let's just say that. They're all tough games there. They're all tough teams left. So Madrid, Milan, Roma, Arsenal, Barcelona, Lazio. Yeah, so there's going to be some tough games coming up. Yeah, so we'll see if we can. Yeah, we'll come back here with the next video. Or do you know what? We'll just keep this going. Yeah, we'll just keep it going here, folks, I think. Might even get to the stage of wrapping the league up soon. Yeah, value's really starting to go up there, which is good to see. There we are, so 5-1 at half time. Looking like another solid win. Yeah, not surprising to turn over Grimsby like that, because they can't be doing well, I wouldn't imagine. Well, they're not going to get relegated by the looks of it, so. But it just kind of looks like they don't belong, to be fair. No offence to any Grimsby fans out there. Nottingham Forest don't really belong at the top of the league. If I'm going to start going down that road, sorry. So yeah, so Chelsea, Man United, sorry, Chelsea, they're the main team chasing, but they're well adrift there. So we've got this Tottenham game, and then we've got the big away tie to Bayern Munich. Pretty good to be at full strength here, not really any concerns with injuries. I've been really lucky with injuries, to be honest, not having had anyone that's been out for any length of time. Maybe that's an impact of the solid fitness coaches that I've got in. And also that I tend to go for players that are pretty strong physically as well, in terms of their attributes. Marcelo Salas is at a contract standoff for Juventus there. And he's probably knocking on a bit for me to look at. And he'll want some ridiculous amount of money, yeah, 70 grand a week, no thanks. Maybe Newcastle can do us a turn here if they beat Chelsea. Not Chelsea still hanging on, but I say do us a turn. I mean, all I mean is, can we win the league quicker? To be fair, because there's no way they're going to claw it back. We've only lost twice all season, and that was quite some time ago. So yeah, still at full strength for this Tottenham game. There's what, 7 games left after this one. Yeah, so a couple of tactical changes I made throughout the season, which have really paid off, like bringing Klompy in and just giving him that run as the third centre half in place of Rida. The changeover in the goalkeeper seems to be working out for me as well, so really solid first 11 now. And yeah, we're just keeping that gap there. Yeah, solid win again, 4-0. So yeah, this is going to tell us a lot in this next game, if we can get anything away in Germany. Full strength, first 11 here. Let's do it. No, Zagara was a good one to bring in then. 3 up and they're down to 10 men. 4 up. Well, wow. So yeah, looks like we'll be heading for a Champions League semi-final then. And that is going to go down as the most impressive game so far, I would say. Phenomenal there. Let's see if we can get a few more and just kill it completely. Goal back for Bayern, but 5 away goals. So, wow, that's a result, that one. So yeah, looks like things are just coming together great. So we've got the semi-final against Middlesbrough here. Don't think there's much point letting you guys see the next game against Bayern Munich. It's got to be a foregone conclusion with that one. If we can get into the final of the FA Cup, hopefully here, and then I'll come back for the semi-final games. It's all getting pretty real here. Invitation to the Intertoto Cup. Why? I think we've already qualified for Europe via the league, to be honest, so that's a bit silly. So yeah, let's see if we can keep this treble alive. Still at full strength here, all looking pretty fit, all in good form. But you never know, that little curveball just sometimes comes. And I did speak about box itch in one of the earlier videos. Maybe jinx myself, sorry. And we've got the equaliser. Good stuff. So hopefully we can do the business in the second half here. Should I give Nicky Franco a bit of a breather there? Perfect. Oh. And 2 disallowed goals. That's reeks of them getting a late equaliser here. There we go, into the FA Cup final. So yeah, basically things could not be going better with this season here, apart from the exit out of the League Cup. But we're in the FA Cup final. Looks like we're definitely a shoe in for the Champions League semi-final, and the league's all but wrapped up. So yeah, good stuff for this one. If you're still watching, cheers. I'll catch you in the next video where we'll come back for the Champions Cup semi-finals and the FA Cup final. Cheers guys.